Morning guys, Kitty here from New Strength. I'm with the lovely Hubba at her beautiful house in Rochdale, and this morning we're going to cook for you the banana and coconut muffins from the kids' lunchbox ideas. So
yeah, super easy.
Super easy, super tasty.
Super tasty.
Kids love them.
Great for the kids, great for us in a snack to have.
I mean, I love them, don't you?
As a snack, they're great. And I'm just quickly, while we get started, Kitty, I'm just busting the oven onto...
Gee, that's a bloody great oven, isn't it?
Busting the oven onto about 170 to heat up for a couple of minutes while we get going. So we're ready to get cracking?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay. So in here I have 2 super ripe bananas mashed up.
Now guys, always go for super ripe bananas because they are actually higher in sugar and lower in starch, which is a good thing because they're much easier to digest and they're also sweeter and they taste nicer. Yep, full of potassium as well.
Yeah, great in recipes like this. So into our mashed banana, I'm going to crack 2 eggs in there. We get most of our wet ingredients in first. We've got 1/3 cup of coconut oil, so that's going to go in.
What, you just whisk that up?
Whisk it up, And I mean, this is the great thing about actually showing you guys, because we keep saying how quick and easy these recipes are, but now you're going to actually see how long it takes to do up 24 of these mini muffins. You can do it quickly of an afternoon, no worries at all. Okay, so we've got the coconut oil mixed in there. Now, coconut nectar.
Yum.
I prefer it in this recipe rather than maple syrup. I think it has a nicer flavour, but you could also use maple syrup.
So would you just substitute the same amount?
Same amount? Yeah. So I put 2 tablespoons of this stuff.
And where did you get this from?
So I got it from a little greengrocer in Capalaba. Inside the shopping centre, fruit and veg, and they do some specialty stuff. So I don't think Coles and Woolies have it, but if you go to a delicatessen type place, even maybe the Plenty Deli that a lot of us go to at 8 Mile Plains, they'd probably have coconut nectar.
And if you're going for maple syrup, always look for the traditional 100% maple syrup.
Right, this is 100% as well. Okay, so we've got 2 tablespoons of the coconut nectar in. Now we're going to go in with our dry ingredients. So we've got 1/3 cup of coconut flour.
And where did you get that from? Can you buy that from Woolworths?
That was Woolies.
Yeah, okay, great.
Easy. They've got all that stuff now. They're getting a big range. So coconut flour in. To make sure it rises, we have 1/2 teaspoon of our baking powder, baking soda.
And how do the kids like these?
Oh, they love them, especially in the lunchbox. And they're so easy to grab out in the morning and chuck them straight in the lunchbox.
Can you freeze them?
Absolutely. Pop them in a Ziploc bag, freeze them, or keep them in, mine don't last long enough to freeze in this house. So I just put mine in an airtight container and whack it in the fridge. Yeah, perfect. And then you can heat them up with a little bit of butter if you want it, however you want. Okay, a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there as well. And then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You can leave it out if there's anybody that doesn't particularly like it. We love it in here, and I think it just gives that really nice flavour.
Beautiful flavour.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you can see I've got the Lindt dark chocolate out here. Sometimes, if I'm just making this recipe for the kids, I'll crack that up and put a splash of the dark chocolate in. If we're trying to keep fat levels down and I'm planning on having a few, I'll leave the dark chocolate out. But again, it's up to you.
And it's not that fat's bad, it's just that excess fat and excess, I guess, fat in the diet, if you're not using it, you just don't need it.
That's right.
And always, if you are adding the dark chocolate in, go for 70% plus. Look for dark chocolate that has no emulsifiers, no nasties, no soy lectin. Is that Lindt? You said that one was Lindt?
Lindt.
That's quite a good brand.
That's 70%, but you can get higher. You can get 85, and I think you can even get 90, so the higher the better.
And we always want to go for saturated fat, so that's why we added the coconut oil in. Saturated means that it's fully saturated with all the hydrogen atoms it can hold, which means that it's stable when it's heated or when it comes into contact with oxygen. So we're warm-blooded animals, so coconut oil, butter, chocolate fat is always the best choice for us, and also good for cooking.
Good. All right, I'm going to whiz it up real quick. I just didn't want to whiz it while you were talking.
Now, if you don't have a little blender, can you just whisk it with a...
And it really is only a couple of seconds in there. Nothing much at all. And all I'm going to do now with our coconut oil spray, I'm just going to give, I don't want to gas you.
Sure. Yeah.
Just give my pan a light spray so that at the end of it, you can just tip them straight out.
Yep.
Nothing stuck. That's it. I mean, seriously.
Now just pop them in the pan.
Pop them in the pan.
Gee, wow, that was quick. It's so
super
easy.
Quick. And again, if you've got littlies, you can get them to help you do it. You know.
Yeah, great. Good idea. Get them involved in the cooking.
Get them involved. My little ones love to help with this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Pop it all in here, and then we're just going to put it straight into the oven for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Between 160 and 180, depending on
your
how
oven.
powerful your oven is.
Yep.
Just keep an eye on them because they tend to turn real quick.
Now, do you eat these too, Hava? Like, do you include them in your diet?
I do.
Yep.
I do. Not too often, but you know, I'll substitute something else
out of it. Yep.
In order to fit a couple of these in of an afternoon, especially if you need that little bit of sugar.
So it's all about fitting in your macros, right?
You've got to fit it in the macros.
Yep.
And I'll tell you now, I'll get it out of here and I'll tell you exactly
what the macro breakdown is.
what the macro breakdown is, because again, if we leave that dark chocolate out,
it keeps the fat a little bit lower.
It keeps it a little bit lower. And again, this is flexible dieting.
Yep.
So,
and look, don't be afraid of sugar, guys. Obviously, you know, we're not telling you to go out and eat 10 cups of white sugar. That would be silly. White sugar is devoid of nutrients. So you want to try and get your sugars from ripe fruits, honey, orange juice. You know, bananas are great. The coconut syrup is great too. Because they're full of nutrients. They also have fibre, they're easy to digest, and they give you lots of energy. So it's totally fine to have some processed white sugar in your diet if it is also filled with other nutrients like potassium, magnesium, calcium, vitamin C. So, you know, these are a great addition to the diet.
There's the macro breakdown there, Kitty, if you want to let everyone
So
know.
56 calories.
So
this is per muffin?
Yeah, and I usually get 24 out of this batch.
Okay? Yeah, okay, great. So you've just a little bit less this time.
I'm a little bit less this time because I'm filling them right up. But I usually get 24.
So 56 calories per muffin, 3.4 grams of fat, 4.5 grams of carbs, and 2.3 grams of protein, which is great. Now, one thing that we actually didn't add in, which we usually would, and that's the macro breakdown of this, is 5 tablespoons of New-Gel. We just, obviously, we left that out this time. So New-Gel is a gelatin supplement. Traditionally, meat-eating cultures would eat the entire animal, so you get all that beautiful collagen, which is found in the connective tissue and joints. So typically, I guess these days, you don't eat lamb necks, you don't eat oxtails, beef cheeks.
Yeah.
So the diet is generally devoid of gelatin. So New-Gel is basically just hydrolyzed gelatin. It's flavorless, colorless. You can add it to cooking, and it's just basically gelatin. So gelatin's great, skin, nails, stage 2 detoxification of the liver. It's really great for healing leaky gut. So, if you're not cooking those gelatinous cuts of meat, I would recommend adding gelatin into your diet. So it'll also increase the protein content. So usually we'd add 5 tablespoons of that.
5 tablespoons.
Yep, mixes in easy.
It's safe for the kids.
Yep. Perfect.
Done. So we're just going to pop that straight into the oven. I would usually put it on a higher shelf because heat rises. So I find with baking, put it on one of the higher shelves in the oven.
In the oven, yep, perfect.
And like I said, between 160 and 180, depending on
your oven.
How powerful your oven is, and 15 to 20 minutes, keep an eye on them.
Yep.
And then at the end of that time period, this is what you're coming out with.
Yeah, wow. Awesome. So easy, so quick.
So easy, so quick. That took us a couple of minutes, but I mean, we were chit-chatting as well.
Yeah.
Couple of minutes in the oven. Great for the kids' lunch boxes.
Great for us.
Afternoon. Great for us. Great for our afternoon snack.
So I guess
try.
Don't be afraid of sugar, guys. And if you like this recipe, share it, comment on it.
Yeah, and if you make it, let us know how you go. Send us a picture.
Yeah, we love that. Yeah. Kitty and Hubble from New Strength. Have a great day.
Yeah.